What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brew Africana coming back to y'all with another reading. With the celebrity readings, go ahead and like my channel, subscribe to my channel, and welcome to those of you who are new to the channel. Those of you who have been fucking with me, welcome back, kinfolk. I already explained what was going on in my other video, so I don't feel the need to prolong this intro for y'all, but I will be trying to introduce longer videos, and that may include videos with multiple subjects. That said, make sure y'all ask to subscribe to my channel, because I'm gonna start doing day in a life, and I'm only going to make those available to my members only, because there are a lot of watchman spirits that are present, and I'm not dealing with you, okay? You won't get to know anything that's going on in my life. That counts for fake friends. That counts for niggas that's trying to see if I'm fucked up after we done fucked around. Any of that. Family looking to see if I'm fucked up. None of that. You gonna pay to see what I got going on, bitch. And I ain't gonna make all of them that way, because when a motherfucker hates you, they don't watch your shit. So hopefully y'all ain't watching me if you hate me. If you hate me and you here watching just to find something, understand you are mentally ill. And as you can see, she's fine. She's real fine still. Real fine. So y'all, let me tell y'all really quickly about two dreams that I had, because we are about to, well, I'm going to do their reading separately, okay? Probably tomorrow, but just know that I have a whole segment put together for the children, the Biku children, or the children who have the publicized stories about the children who've been unalived by these ridiculous adults that are around them. You know, the Asha Degree, the Naziah Harris, the Kimani Lateef, and a new name added to that is Oscar Hernandez. I'm going to get through these celebrity readings really quickly so that I can come on back over and talk about some real life shit, because y'all, I really like pulling cards on real life shit, because this celebrity shit is repetitive and these motherfuckers do the same fucking thing over and over. However, to appease my beautiful audience, I got you. So in this segment that we're doing, and I told y'all I'll be writing my shit down as I'm getting ready to do them. The first reading we're going to do in this segment is the old men in trouble. So go ahead and like, subscribe to my channel, and we can really talk about Diddy, Shannon, Sharpe, and Big U. Now you can throw Russell Simmons in there if you would like, but right now Russell Simmons ain't in too much trouble. Yeah, he's in Bali evading charges of rape or whatever, but they can't touch him, so we ain't going to talk about him. We are going to talk about, we're not going to specifically talk about their cases, because that has been done to death. And specifically with the Big U situation, it's still shit coming out, okay? There's shit coming out about Shannon shit, but hey, that's other shit. But I'm not going to directly comment on the Big U case yet, okay? But I am going to pull spiritually on it. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all what's going to go on. I'm going to have my commentary. We get ready to talk about these motherfucking old-ass men that are in trouble. And then we're going to scoot on over to another little blockhead that's tied up to them. We're going to talk about Krishan and Blueface in this same video, because Blueface is in jail. So we may as well, you know, keep the crippin' thing, you know, keep the family close, right? I'm not shooting at y'all. Shout out to motherfucking those of you who is crippin' that's watching me, baby. We ain't the same, but we is the same, alright? And what I mean by we ain't the same, your flag is blue and mine used to be red. I'm a retired crash out. You might still be active and in the field, but I ain't, baby. I'm more so into sitting around and looking pretty now. That was my past character. Anyway, let's talk about these old men that's in trouble. And I said all that jokingly to lead up to, why these old men wait until they over 50 to decide to get the fuck in trouble? Now, in Diddy's case, he didn't decide to get in trouble. His bullshit just happened to catch up with him. And the same thing with Big U. But more so for Shannon Sharpe. It's like, baby, you waited until you was almost 60 for real to start taking up with very young whores. I know that everybody's calling that girl a child, but they're calling her a child because of her age. But she's been doing some very not childlike things. My God. The bitch was talking about taking dick in her ass. Like, if she was innocent, the dick would not have gone in the ass, honey. Now, I'm not taking up for Shannon either, because sometimes at our big old ages, we should know better. Stupidity is the excuse for stupidity is best used in youth, because it doesn't look as pathetic. More than anything, it looks very pathetic for Shannon Sharpe to have potentially wrecked a $100,000 deal for any pussy, but for some 19-year-old pussy. That's wild as a motherfucker, okay? I can't get my head around, I'm gonna get my head around nothing. I can't wrap my head the fuck around the fact that he needed a 19-year-old. And I know for some of you fatherless bastards getting my comments, oh, he don't like old women, he don't like black women, he don't this, he don't that. No, you don't like black women, and you can't pull an older woman. And obviously you're gay because you're here watching a tarot reading. So hey sis. Oh, and for my moderators, if y'all catch them in the comments clowning, block them completely. We don't give broke niggas energy. What's a broke nigga? A motherfucker over 50 that's still in this motherfucker typing and talking crazy. That's what a broke nigga is. At 50-something years old, you should know better. There are no more excuses for ignorance. Just like I told y'all that rest in peace to her, and I still feel like she did not deserve to die. Just like I told you in the Stevie case, the case where the lady had gotten killed in prison. At her big old age, she should have known better, okay? The same gonna apply to Shannon. The same gonna apply to Eugene. The same gonna apply to Puff, okay? Now, who y'all want me to talk about first? Let's
start with you. What happened, or what has happened in court today?
It was a pretty big day in court, Connell. We actually learned that Diddy was offered a plea deal in this case, which he rejected. Not really a surprise that when one was put on the table, he said no. He has vehemently maintained his innocence this entire time. I could not see a world where he would accept any kind of plea deal. So we heard that today. The other big takeaway from court, and we are in crunch time now, just less than 2 weeks before this is going to start and go to trial. The now infamous video of Diddy and Cassie in that hotel room where he is seen allegedly attacking her will be played in court for jurors. Now, the original video, the original surveillance doesn't exist anymore. So we have a copy that was obtained by CNN. Obtained by CNN, yes. And it was taken by a cell phone video. So you're going to have the person who took the video testifying in court and independent people there that are going to authenticate it. But the jury is going to see that. The other types of evidence that they're going to see is going to be video of these alleged freak-offs, these sex parties that Diddy had. And this is going to be an important thing about jury selection. One of the things that the defense wants to ask prospective jurors about is whether or not they are comfortable viewing this kind of content and whether they are comfortable with people having multiple sexual partners. Really, they don't want a prudish jury who off the bat is going to see this type of behavior, which they have always maintained was absolutely consensual on both sides, to look at that as reprehensible on their way in there. So those were the two really big takeaways today in court. Diddy was in that courthouse for, a little while. It wasn't a very long hearing. This is one of our last pre-trial hearings before jury selection begins. All
right. Interesting. We're going to talk about all of that in a minute. Anything on his demeanor or anything on, from that we picked up from Diddy today?
Yeah, it was different than usual. He got into the courtroom with his pad of paper and his pen, really intently ready to just take notes. And he looked back into the gallery where he usually sees a row of family members and friends, supporters of his. But when he turned around and looked in the gallery, none of his children were there today, and he visibly looked upset. Now, about 10 minutes into the hearing, his son Justin did come in and sit in the gallery. Diddy turned a second time, looked directly at him, kind of nodded, and acknowledged that his son was in the courtroom today. But you could really tell that it impacted him when he turned back and did not see any kind of friendly face, Connell.
All right, Caitlin Becker for us. And Caitlin, let's start.
Shannon first. No, let's talk about Diddy first. He's the least in trouble, okay? And what I'm going to do is actively pull cards for him, okay? Or for each of them. And as the cards drop out, I'm going to motherfucking read them. I'm not going to try to reshuffle them or anything. The very first card that came out on Diddy was the Hierophant card in reverse. That's a reverse judgment. Okay, so remember I told y'all that while I am aware that Diddy is guilty of the things that he has done, or some of the things that he's been accused of, because a lot of this shit is bullshit, and a lot of it is y'all trying to see if, okay, well, if Cassie got paid, then I should get paid too. Especially because I'm going to say that he did worse things to me. Hold on, y'all. I was plugging my mic back. Right, so that should be better with the hearing. I had to make sure my microphone was hooked up for y'all. Yeah, Diddy got a Hierophant in reverse, and that's not necessarily stating that there will be a things are not looking in the favor of the victims. Let me put it like that. It looks like a miscarriage of justice is going to happen in that situation, because it has been too many people speaking on it. It has been way too many people with their opinions, and I'm not saying that you cannot have an opinion, but a lot of y'all opinions have done exactly the opposite of what you wanted it to do. There were people online making their statements that were completely emotion filled. And I feel like these help put the battery in the backs of some of these people to go and file these lawsuits against him. And again, like I said, the real victims will not be heard because they've been drowned out by all of the noise of everybody else making noise. See, you got selfish fucks like Tony Busby, although he's been moved on from the case. He's moved on from the case. But as long as you got motherfuckers like Tony Busby that exist, that are selfish and are full of themselves and only out for the things that they are out for their own personal gain, the victims will never be heard. Okay, there's the Six of Swords and the King of Cups. Even Puff in this situation, he comes as the King of Cups because, like I said, his bullshit caught up to him. He was enjoying his foolishness, enjoying being, I'm not calling him a bully, but let's just say it right there. Him being a bully, an industry bully, he was enjoying that shit. He was enjoying the perks of his position, and his shit caught up to him. However, when you have motherfuckers like Tony Busby, motherfuckers trying to do a cash grab, and he presents women with these unlikely stories, or these men that with these unlikely stories, y'all see they threw out the case with the boy, what's his name, Rob, the motherfucking boy that said Puff blew up his ass and made him swell up like a balloon. Yeah, his name was Lil Rob, I think. But that shit has been dismissed. And because they are bringing forward so many people that can be discredited, okay? The real victims will not be heard, y'all, okay? And although y'all want to see him suffer, that motherfucker is planning, okay? That motherfucker is planning. That lawyer that he's gone to go and get, Young Thug's lawyer, he done put together a plan and a strategy to get Puff the fuck up out of jail. I know y'all want that to happen. I know y'all like, he deserves to go to jail, and I mean, I get it. I hear you. But y'all can't shut the fuck up long enough and let shit happen, right? You all always got to have a motherfucking opinion on some shit. And I'm not saying you can't have an opinion, but y'all were going the fuck overboard when y'all jumped on that shit, accusing Jay-Z of that bullshit, and it was untrue. As I told y'all, it was untrue. So you can't hang certain jackets on certain niggas. Jay-Z was one of them, okay? But the jacket that should be hung on Puff, he ain't gonna wear it because y'all asses talk too much. You play too much. It's gonna be some withholding of justice. A lot of them that's coming up talking that shit, you're not finna get paid, baby. You're not finna get paid because, first of all, they getting ready to go back and they getting ready to find every dirty secret about all of you motherfuckers. That motherfucker that's Young Thug's lawyer, that's a good ass goddamn lawyer, because he getting ready to discredit damn near everything these folks saying, even with evidence. And a lot of the people that are suing them, baby, Y'all getting ready to get caught up in some shit about selling pussy too. And no, that's not what the Queen of Cups only means, but baby, this is the ghetto tarot. We gonna give you the hood version of the reverse of this, okay? Yeah, I know what the fuck the Queen of Coins means, stinking bitch. If I say Queen of Cups at the beginning, forgive me. I meant Queen of Coins. You bitches are in reverse, meaning that you all were whores, okay? Now, I noticed that nobody has spoken on the woman that Puff shot in the face in the club in 2000. That's the victim that I was looking forward to getting her motherfucking justice. That's who I was looking forward to getting her shit. Because while everybody's running around, oh, poor Cassie, Cassie was cheating. She was a side chick while Diddy was with motherfucking Kim, okay? She was one of them because Chance's mama was the other one. But yeah, they're going to bring up y'all past and they're going to see a lot. Not that it was right for him to beat the hell out that girl in the hallway. None of that shit. But what I'm saying is, at one point in time, Cassie and the rest of you, one hand washed the other, right? That lawyer that he got going to make sure that shit come out, okay? What I meant by one hand washing the other, meaning once upon a time you was cool with this shit as long as he didn't do it to you. That lawyer that he has now is going to make sure that he brings all of your bullshit out, all them nudes and shit you got, and a lot of them gals ain't gonna be able to defend this shit because what they've been doing is laying up thinking about all of the money that they stand to gain from this situation. It's not gonna happen, okay? I'm not saying he's gonna get off scot-free, but baby, you better believe that there won't be no big sentence dropped on him. He might get 5 years. He might get 7 years. And they gonna give him time served for that shit. That's what this miscarriage of justice is, honey. They're gonna reach a solution in this. Puff gonna get out of jail, y'all. I'm telling you. Okay? See all these girls running around with their heads up in the clouds. What's gonna happen is that lawyer finna point out them damn lies and inconsistencies in a lot of y'all stories. Like I said, the woman that deserves to get justice in these situations, y'all skipping over her. Y'all so caught up with Cassie and Cassie getting beat up in the hall. Y'all done overlooked the fact that this woman can't see out of her goddamn eye because J-Lo handed him the gun. And he shot. Not specifically shot her, but his reckless shooting caused this woman to lose vision in her eye. But poor Cassie, right? Yeah, whatever. Because of y'all, there will be no judgment to the motherfucking real victims in these situations. Simply because of y'all, okay? Just remember that when y'all see that Sean P. Diddy Combs has been granted bail, okay? Because that's coming next. All right, let's skip on over into our next topic. I want to talk about Eugene because I want to save Shannon for the last.
Justice for them.
A young boy would have been there like, yeah,
You did. You did. Last video, I'm going to go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community, and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and then go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to, and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in, though. Because I ain't did nothing.
Indictment unsealed. There's 6 defendants, 43 counts. This seems different than what we heard a couple weeks ago of 16 people arrested and charged as part of a different gang indictment. Here, what they're saying is the Big U enterprise, along with his 5 associates, yes, Termaine Ashley Williams, a.k.a. Loose Cannon, is alleged to be part of this enterprise. He's part of the robbery angle. There's a lot of charges. Let me take you through the primary charges. The first, the Fed's favorite, it's a criminal RICO enterprise. What are they involved in? Robbery and extortion. I don't know if you've heard anything about Big U and his cohorts extorting people, but the Feds seem to think that what you may have heard is true. There's transportation for prostitution, there's bank and wire fraud, you have tax crimes, obstruction of justice. Now, there's a number of different schemes that they're saying the Big U enterprise engaged in. One of them, you've probably heard of it, is the check-in extortion scheme. You're an out-of-town celebrity or a gang member and you want to come to LA, well, you better get permission from Henley, according to the Feds, because a failure to check in will result in robberies, assaults, or worse. They reference that the Check-In podcast, I haven't seen it, I don't know if you've seen it, please direct me to the Check-In podcast, was used to legitimize this practice. The other charge, the murder of a rapper in Las Vegas. R.W., the rapper, was with Unique Music and allegedly murdered by Henley after perceived disrespect. The Feds say they have surveillance, cell phone data, and family interviews that all point to Henley as being the last person seen with R.W., the murdered rapper. And they say that there was an alleged cover-up where Henley and his associates went into the studio and got the surveillance tapes right before the murder happened. There's armed robbery of a marijuana dispensary. Henley allegedly ordered the robbery of a dispensary where an extortion victim worked. After the robbery, the victim was invited to Henley's home and told, "That's how you rob yourself." There's allegations of ongoing robberies and threats by Loose Cannon. They allege that Williams continued violent behavior, including a recent pistol whipping that was caught on video. Then there's extortion of business owners. Victims were extorted for thousands per month with threats of violence or robbery if they did not comply. There's a human trafficking and a sex trafficking allegation where Henley paid people to transport women across state lines for prostitution. The Feds say they've intercepted communications showing explicit instructions and references to sex work. There's fraud and embezzlement. They're saying that Henley used his nonprofit called Developing Options to fraudulently obtain grants. I think they're talking about PPP fraud or other COVID-19 related loans. There was the EIDL loan. And allegedly, he used fraud to obtain this stuff because he lied on the applications about what the enterprise, what the business actually did and who its employees were and how they were going to use the money. Then a nice little ending is, hey, after we announced the charges against him, he went online using somebody else's Instagram account. He got rid of his phones, stopped using them, and then went on somebody else's Instagram account and said, yo, my co-defendants, don't talk to them. They're losers. They're doing wrong. The Feds seem to think that this guy was at the center of a criminal organization that's been running from 2010 to 2025. There's a probable cause affidavit. They said they've gotten all types of search warrants and subpoena returns in support of all of these crimes. The big question that I have that I can't understand is why are there only 6 people in this indictment? And then a couple of weeks ago, we got word of 16 that were rounded up and arrested as part of a RICO enterprise. Stay tuned.
Don't matter. You're nice, go hard.
Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, you know, man.
Top flight, baby. Security.
GB running this here movie set in the hood.
Come on out here.
Coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it. You know what I mean? Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in,
Oh well. Check your ass out.
we gonna check you in, all right. We gonna check in all of your equipment. We gonna check in all of your equipment.
I really want to talk about that. So, I know y'all have heard about Mr. Henley, Mr. Eugene Henley, what is the name of his shit that he does out here, y'all? Caring for the goddamn kids. What's the name of the, I know that's not the name of it, but I have very little respect for niggas that's almost 60 years old and still gangbanging. I do. Deborah said that you ain't got to drop your flag, but damn, you still active at granddaddy age, nigga? You triple OG status at motherfucking 58, 59 motherfucking years old. What you doing active in the streets? I don't give a fuck what y'all come up under here and say, okay? If I'm gonna get on the ladies about motherfucking participating in these dumbass challenges, I'm gonna talk to you ignorant ass niggas that's still out here pressing and dragging in these streets. And your ass is AARP age, motherfucker. And I can talk to you like that, baby. I'll be 45 this year. I'm part of the old group too. So what you call yourself doing, granddaddy? See, y'all will jump on women quick and tell them, oh, granny, you too old or da-da-da. Ain't none of these niggas never said that to me. However, I'm just repeating the bullshit that some of these niggas say. Oh, she too old for that. She too old to wear this. She too old for that. Da 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 da. But meanwhile, y'all online sucking Big U's dick like he wasn't too old to have his ass out here doing shit. And for all you niggas that's screaming free him, do y'all let me say this. And we ain't talking about none of the alleged shit. Y'all know that nigga did that shit to that boy in Vegas. I ain't gonna call his name. I'm gonna keep things real neutral, but y'all know he did that shit. So for you to be sitting up screaming, free him, so the motherfucker that killed your homeboy that y'all didn't go to the police about, but the police ended up catching the nigga, should the police free him too? Y'all ain't gonna get no street get back. You're lying, you're not. You niggas do more spinning on bitches than you do any of these niggas, okay? Y'all be wild calm when you responding to these dudes, but you be ready to whoop a woman. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you screaming free Big U, take your ass to jail with him. Put some money on his J pay because that nigga is facing 600 years and shit looking real shaky for him. Why am I spitting so much venom? Because you know what? I feel really, really, really bad for Rayshawn Williams' fan. I said I wasn't going to say the boy's name, but I'm going to say it now. Rayshawn Williams' family. They sitting up waiting to see who the fuck took their loved one from them. You goddamn right I feel them people's pain. We've been waiting 23 years for the motherfuckers to go get that bastard that killed my little brother, and they never did it. So may Big U rot simply for the people who have not gotten justice for their shit. Even if he ain't got nothing to do with it. They done called him because he had something to do with something. Y'all ain't thinking about Rayshawn Williams' family at all while y'all screaming free Big U and this motherfucker killed that boy. Allegedly. Let me say allegedly because the stankin' ass nigga still in court for the shit now. I ain't speaking on LA politics at all. I'm talking about y'all gang bullshit because the rest of that shit don't mean nothing in the real world. But, you know, I'm going to just let you dummies know that I'm not speaking on gang politics so you won't come over here and I won't have to put voodoo on your little motherfucking gang and fuck all of y'all around because, baby, I found another way to get you other than popping at you, okay? Anyway, y'all all got motherfucking social media pages on here talking and flipping and all of that shit and trying to figure out who it was that told. Big U told on his motherfucking self. All these old niggas and got caught up on the fucking cell phone, running y'all goddamn mouth, acting like y'all didn't grow up in the 80s and 90s knowing better, like y'all didn't see Meech get pinched for 28 motherfucking years running his mouth on the goddamn phone. But here's Big U, 60 fucking years old, going to jail. His son is in the NFL. What's his name? Henley is his last name. I forgot his damn name or whatever. Now, there are rumors around him and Rayshawn. I'm not going to repeat them because I'm not going to disrespect that boy's name, okay? I'm not going to hang a jacket on somebody. However, I will say those rumors are looking real plausible, okay, honey? Eugene, the rumors, the biggest rumor behind why they say you killed Rayshawn. Yeah, baby, that's looking real motherfucking plausible. You looking real suspect about that, okay? his smart ass wife. I'm saying smart being facetious. I'm pulling cards, y'all, but I gotta talk my shit in addition to. His smart ass wife goes, the police had just hit her up, not recently. They talking about back in the past before they got Big U. And she gets her dumb ass right on, I'm gonna go get another cell phone. And I'm gonna call my husband from this, knowing that fucking FBI just showed up at your motherfucking house and you gonna go pick a goddamn phone up. Yeah, y'all smart. I agree with the younger generation. You baby boomers need y'all ass whooped. How in the fuck you wait till you almost dead to start doing dumb shit? How you done been married to the motherfucking bully this whole time, bitch, and you pick a phone up and get this nigga pinched? Or finna get yourself fucked around too. You on them motherfuckers speaking too, warning him of shit. You know they can fucking pull you in too, right, bitch? So you and your husband just sitting up stupid, old and aging like motherfucking cheese in jail. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, let's talk spiritually about what's going on with Big U. And I specifically said Big U because I said old men in trouble. Before y'all say, oh, what about Loose Cannon? Loose Cannon is just 40, 41 years old. We ain't talking about him, okay? But when I circle back around, I'll talk about him. But right now, we talking about these men that's over 50. These men with that gray hair on their ball sack that's running around out here. The men that ass cheeks done run flat across the bottom. They ain't sagging their pants. That ass is old and flat, baby. Then I'm talking about them men that got them 3 lines under them little booty cheeks because they done got old. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah, we know that's how Shannon Sharpe ass look. You know, his ass look like a handprint underneath. You know, them old men, that's how they booties look, just like that. Lines under them cheeks. They be kicked in on the sides, booty flat, like built up like a W. Let's talk about these old men, okay? Big, you don't know what the fuck to do in that motherfucker. He is in a legal fight, and he don't know what the fuck to do. His communication don't make no sense. The things that are being said to him don't make no sense, because he like, I've been telling all this time, and I said it. I said it. Know why y'all so scared to admit to it? Some of you motherfuckers need to fucking realize your motherfucking big homies is the big snitch. Okay? Some of your big homies out here telling on you right fucking now. Okay? I'm gonna tell y'all a real quick story and I'm gonna go right back into these motherfucking cards. But sometimes y'all need to listen to some people even if they ain't from out here. I know how you protective, you ignorant motherfuckers. You're not from out here, you're from St. Louis. I don't speak on St. Louis politics, that's on you, bitch. I'ma say it like it is, okay? God damn it. I know y'all like, oh, how you know he telling? I listened to the motherfucking phone calls that all of y'all done put videos up about. Well, hell, you think people ain't gonna listen to that shit? You niggas make a video about what's going on with him every day, so I've heard every fucking thing, okay? I've even heard the truth. Okay, and for the people that I've heard the truth from, I'm not going to expose you, baby. I don't do that. I like my sources to continue to come to me, so I'm going to be real light with what I'm saying so motherfuckers don't figure shit out, right? But he don't fuck you doing. He been telling and lying on people all this time and keeping open communication with the police, okay? If y'all think Big U did not know that his phones was tapped, you a damn fool, okay? The way he was speaking on them phones, at first, he may not have known, but something changed, okay? Something changed. At some point, he became aware that he was on the phone or that his phone was being tapped, or maybe he heard it. Because when your fucking phone is tapped, your shit sound hollow. He was hearing all that shit, but because he knew that the end was coming to his bullshit, he decided to stab all y'all in the back, baby, all of you. Brick baby, Loose Cannon, all you motherfuckers. He got all of y'all. And I can't believe, as smart as you niggas are, y'all can't see that's what the fuck he sat up and did. That motherfucker throwing bricks and hiding his hands, like when he was getting locked up or getting ready to turn himself in, he started doing all of that dry snitching. I know y'all ain't gonna call it that, but that's exactly what the fuck he was doing, sitting up on that motherfucking video dry snitching. He lied on what's dude's name, because the fucking district attorney in the paperwork, yeah, I've read his paperwork as well. They said that Lovejoy didn't have nothing to do with they pickup. Lovejoy was nowhere around. And you niggas still running with this story, okay? Because Big U tried to pin targets on these men's back, okay? Because his shit was coming to an end. Because he was running his motherfucking mouth, okay? Because he was telling y'all one thing and doing another and sending y'all up the river with him, okay? He wanted to make sure that he put a target on niggas' backs so y'all wouldn't see, or y'all would continue to stay blind to the snitching that his motherfucking ass is doing, to the death and destruction that has come from him running his motherfucking mouth. Like I said, from what I was listening to, he knew them motherfucking phones was tapped. But he made sure that he lured Brick Baby and Loose Cannon and everybody else in that's going to get locked up, because this shit is not over. Them 3 people ain't the only people that's going to jail. No, it's like 21 of them that's in jail or some shit. Dudes might have got a jail. I don't know. Okay, I don't know the direct specifics of it. I don't know. But I know that Big U is the problem. Okay? Y'all looking for, oh, who's the rat? Who's the rat? He's in jail. Like I said, he made sure that he included all of y'all, not all of y'all, but the niggas that then got locked up and the ones that's currently beefing in jail with him. He made sure he got y'all in them recording some kind of way. And he mentioned shit that he knew he was going to get locked up for. Oh, he wasn't going down alone. He wasn't going down alone. Believe that, okay? He made sure that he was going to take one of you niggas with him, okay? And he made sure to put it in a way that you could not fight none of these fucking charges, okay? This nigga say, I'm facing 600 years, I ain't going by myself. And he also has this attitude of he's in his feelings and his feelings are hurt. And what I tell y'all about that Emperor reverse, that motherfucking done lost his power. I heard that he was supposed to be Debo, or not supposed to play the character, but the character of Debo was based off of him. I'm gonna say this from my St. Louis chest. Y'all, Debo wouldn't have lived in St. Louis. Debo would have never made it, never made it to almost 60 fucking years old in St. Louis. Think about that, LA. Y'all supposed to be the gang capital of the fucking world, right? But y'all let a nigga with a list trip y'all up. Oh, y'all hear that nigga talking. Y'all hear that nigga talking, and this who y'all was scared of. Heard about a fight he had with Nipsey's best friend named Fats. Fats beat that ass. Fats was supposedly like 5'6". Ain't Big U like 6'2", 6'4", some shit like that. Big niggas. Most big niggas can't squabble though. I just want y'all to know that. Not all, but a lot of big niggas can't squabble. People be just scared of them, or big people. Let me put it like that. A lot of big motherfuckers can't squabble. People just fear them because of their size. Looks like y'all fucked up fearing Big U. Because he wasn't doing shit but going to tell on y'all. I said it, the nigga was telling. Listen to the recordings, he was telling. The fuck? Anyway, he say, nah, they done took all of my money from me. The FBI done told them don't give me no more money. They done reached out to the celebrities and told them don't give me no more money. Done blocked the road for me, and my feelings is hurt. Oh no, how dare they do this to the king? A king in reverse, because in reality, again, this gang shit don't mean shit in real life. It means something only in the hood, I promise you that. It means something in hip hop, and that's it. When it comes to you getting some money, spending some money, making some money, that shit don't matter. None of it. And I'm saying this as a former gang member. It does not matter. Didn't say you had to drop your flags. Actually, you know, y'all gonna eat me up about it, but I don't give a fuck. Okay, this is my background, and fuck you. This is what it is. I actually think it's kind of cool that we have gangs. Not for the destructive shit they do, but that tribalism, okay? If y'all could calm the fuck down, keep flying your flags, keep cripping, keep suing, keep on doing all of that shit. But stop the negativity behind it, okay? Stop letting niggas like Big U fuck y'all around. Like I said, young girls was complaining about the aunties. Y'all need to be complaining about these uncles. Out here crashing the fuck out old motherfucking ass. Out here crashing out, doing stupid shit. Teaching the young niggas that this is the way to go. No. But anyway, his bag done been stopped. His play palace done been towed down. He is no longer in power. Now that begs the question within me, like, who the fuck thinks that they're going to step up and take over the shit? Not that I care, because I'm real hood adjacent these days, but I'm just saying, if you gonna stand up and take over it, you better do it the fuck right. Because they gonna make sure, LA County gonna make sure, okay, that none of y'all get no money like helping options or whatever. And what is the name of the shit that Big U was doing? I ain't never seen it. I've been out in LA almost 5 years. First time I lived here 5 years. Developing Options, that's the name of it. I ain't seen Developing Options. Maybe I wasn't looking in the right place. I ain't dissing the shit or none of that before y'all get mad and you get your motherfucking California ass cussed the fuck out. Because I swear to God, I ain't scared of damn one of you motherfuckers. Okay? You be cool and I'm going to be chilly. Alright? But the moment you crank up, I'm going to turn all the way up and break the fucking knob. Just know that. Anyway, back to this nigga's cards. Yeah, he feels like, in actuality, while you crash dummies are out here getting mad and stomping and walking for Big U, he feel like the whole gang that motherfucking betrayed him any fucking way. He's really, really, really in a dark space mentally. Sitting up thinking about how many of y'all done betrayed him. Who he can put this shit on, okay? Thinking about what other secrets he can put out there. He's getting ready to tell on a whole lot of y'all, and guess what? The motherfucking county, LA County, whoever it is that he's locked up with, the FBI, whoever that motherfucking white folk is that got him, baby, they gonna feed that energy, okay? They feeding it now. While y'all out here taking up and talking shit, it's a snitch still sitting amongst y'all, okay? It's still a snitch sitting amongst y'all. Big U already got his person out there, okay? Or the police, whoever it is. It's a two-faced motherfucker there with their own agenda. And you better believe they're playing both sides of the fence. So where is it that motherfucker might be? Hey, cuz, in front of you, that motherfucker. Hi, yeah, he's a crip in front of the police, okay? Telling your whole fucking first name. And it might just be you. It might just be you. That said, Big U ain't getting out of jail, okay? I don't give a fuck how much Big U y'all talking, all of that shit. The nigga did 13 years before. Do you think that they're going to allow him to get his ass back out and do more? Nope. Don't care what you think. Here's the eight of cups in reverse. Whereas that you, or maybe some of you delusional flunkies of his, or maybe his delusional old ass, his old ass might think that, you know, his past doesn't matter, you know. He may have thought that his past didn't matter and he was going to be able to finesse the judges and show them that despite his history, he's been good in the present and he's moved on from whatever he was in the past or whatever else he was convicted of. But baby, that shit ain't looking right for you. Here you go. This is how your cards came in. 6 and 8 of cups in reverse. That is neither going to be a short stay, nor will he be able to escape his past. And because he's not going to be able to escape his past and get out from around the shit that he's done currently, it's a loss for him, okay? I want y'all to know it's an absolute loss. Here's a 6 of Wands in reverse. He's not going to win this case. He's going the fuck to jail. And he's going to take a bunch of y'all with him. That said, because he knows that there's no way out of this for him, and the way that he knows that he's going to lose this case and he get ready to sit that old ass down. He getting ready to take a bunch of y'all with him. He in his feelings. And I mean, he gonna take y'all goddamn heads off too. Those of y'all that's sitting up thinking, oh, I'm protected by Big U. Oh, baby, he just manipulated the fuck out of you. Okay? Remember I said he thinks that the whole group, whatever the fuck, what is he, a neighborhood? I don't know what the fuck he is. I ain't finna get the name of none of y'all bullshit either. He feel like whoever it is that he was down with, y'all done turn on him. All of you in totality. Even those of you that screaming free Big U. He don't even trust you. Okay? He gonna make sure that he come through in his King of Cups reverse energy. And he gonna make sure so many of y'all go to jail with him, baby. He getting ready to drop the hammer on you. Just wait on it. He ain't got shit to do but lay up in that cell and plan. Okay? You know, he got a long time to sit there. And with that being a long time to sit there, that motherfucker getting ready to destroy every relationship that he once had, okay? If you thought that you were safe from him snitching, think again, baby. Shit getting ready to go left real fast, okay? Just know that I told y'all, okay? Spiritually, shit getting ready. He getting ready to get his just due. He may not have thought that Rayshawn Williams was worthy of nothing, but that baby was protected by his ancestors. And they gonna make sure that he gets his justice. And I hope that they do get their justice. Simply because the motherfucker that killed my little brother has not been touched. Now y'all like where the men at in your family? They old. They older than Big U. Way older than him. Therefore, I rely on the universe to get that get back. So, Billy Raymond, you ain't got away, baby. You ain't got away. It's a dangerous thing for somebody to step back and say, you know what? I'm going to let the universe handle it. You took my loved one. I'm going to let the universe handle it. That don't make them a coward. You know what? That puts a target on your back. Okay? May Rayshawn Williams rest in peace. Now, I know y'all not going to like that, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Why don't y'all bat that mouth or run that mouth to these people like Mayor Bass that ain't doing a motherfucking thing for this city? Run that mouth to motherfuckers like Big U that's extorting your punk ass, scary ass. How about that? You come up under my motherfucking shit talking crazy because you mad because a nigga that wear blue and wipe his ass with a blue flag then got his ass pinched. That's Crip shit anyway. You niggas always on some goddamn grimy ass shit. Y'all getting ready to get caught up. Big U finna drop dime on damn near everybody that he had dealings with in whatever states, y'all that was fucking with him. He finna get all of y'all, okay? He getting ready to get all of y'all. Again, he figuring I'm not going to jail by myself. And you goddamn right, he and that motherfucker cooperating like a motherfucker with the police. Fuck out of here. Fucking with people because they have an opinion on what this stupid ass then did. I called him a stupid ass because at 58 getting locked up for murder, RICO, any of that shit. Stupid ass. You supposed to know how not to get locked up by then. Stupid. Even if you is dragging in these streets, you're supposed to know what you're doing. That's how y'all know. Y'all elected a fucking general that was a fucking crash dummy. Get off my screen talking about this stinking ass LA nigga. Anyway, let's talk about Shannon. I said I was going to save Shannon for last.
Everything you need to know about the Shannon Sharpe lawsuit. I mean, you probably don't need to know any of this, but now that you've been added to the group chat, whether you wanted to or not, you might as well catch up and know the facts. Shannon Sharpe, Pro Football Hall of Famer, media personality. I saw as of recently he was supposed to sign an $100 million media deal. Well, he is facing a lawsuit where he is getting accused of assault, shaker, and battery, and engaging in the intentional infliction of emotional distress. The lawsuit was filed anonymously in Nevada by Jane Doe, which means she's doing this all anonymously. I hope you didn't actually think her name was Jane Doe. She said that she was in a rocky but consensual relationship with Shannon Sharpe for 2 years. She says that she met Shannon when she was 19 years old at a gym in Los Angeles in 2023. Keep in mind, Shannon is 56. I digress. They had a consensual relationship for around 2 years, and then he assault shakered her in October of 2024, and then again in January of 2025. This is Tony Busby. He's the one filing this lawsuit. He's a trial lawyer from Houston who has filed over 20 lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs. He filed a lawsuit against Jay-Z, and now Shannon Sharpe. He also was a part of the legal team that won settlements against Deshaun Watson for being accused of SA of over 24 massage therapists. Jane Doe is seeking $50 million in damages. Shannon and his lawyers have denied all of this and called it a shakedown and an attempt to get millions out of him. Jane Doe said that Shannon progressively got more violent with her. He was recording their meetings, without her consent. The lawsuit also says that he would threaten to off her if she denied his advances. Jane Doe's lawyers released an audio clip where Shannon said that he was going to choke the out of her. This audio sounded like a recorded phone call. Shannon's lawyers said that Shannon tried to offer her $10 million to settle the case before the lawsuit was filed, but she declined. Jane Doe's suit also refers to a separate lawsuit that Shannon is facing in New York with a woman named Michelle Evans, who claims that Shannon was in a relationship with her for over a decade, but assault shakered her during an argument in 2010. Shannon made a public statement on Instagram claiming that Tony Busby is orchestrating all of this to take down a black man and draw on racial stereotypes. This is where it gets weird and people are asking to be taken out of the group chat. Shannon's lawyers released explicit text messages from Jane Doe to Shannon to set the record straight. In these texts, she seems to be saying that she wants baby gravy and his big black baby in her. Then Tony Busby responded saying, yeah, but all of those texts were sent before the date of the alleged grape incident. I'll give my opinion in the next video, but please comment and tell me what you think, because what the hell?
Shannon Sharpe thought that everything was probably going to cool down for a while. Here comes Michelle. And no, we are not talking about Instagram Michelle. We are talking about ex-girlfriend Michelle from back in the day, who claimed that Shannon Sharpe SA'd her, and then she filed a lawsuit in 2023, which is still active right now, against Shannon Sharpe for defamation. This Michelle used to work at ESPN. Now Michelle is saying, we ain't just doing this lawsuit in court, baby. I'm going to interview with Tasha K, and we are about to put all this business on blast. And in her interview with Tasha K, she is alleging a lot of the stories that were in her lawsuit, and also saying that Shannon Sharpe SA'd her. As you can see, Michelle Evans filed this lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe, and it is still active right now, and she is suing him for defamation, slander, emotional distress, and more. She alleges in this lawsuit that her and Shannon Sharpe were in an intimate relationship in 2010 until a dispute had risen because he was wanting to be with another woman. Then she alleges that Shannon Sharpe still wanted to be intimate with her, and she told him no because you gave it to somebody else. And then she claims even though she said no, Shannon Sharpe allegedly proceeded to forcefully subdue her, compelling her to her knees and engaging in non-consensual oral. And she claims despite her protests, he persisted in this violation and then maneuvered her onto the bed and achieved non-consensual relations. She claims that Shannon Sharpe said that he was going to make it so no other man would want her. She then claimed after this SA, Shannon Sharpe allegedly threatened her, declaring that any attempt on her part to disclose what happened would have a campaign brought against her, and he would use everybody he knew to destroy her. That the harassment kept on going, and then she got a protection order against him. She includes this restraining order in this lawsuit, and it reads that Shannon Sharpe allegedly forced her to have physical relationships with him, and he repeatedly calls and threatens her life. Honestly, she has a lot of documents attached to her lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe, even some alleged text messages back in 2010 between her and Shannon. Even included news articles of when Shannon Sharpe took a leave from CBS due to the restraining order. Basically the same thing that we're seeing him do now with ESPN. And she is claiming that she is suing him for defamation, claiming that he has said that this event didn't happen multiple different times. And she claims that Shannon Sharpe even wrote affidavits giving some false statements about her, saying that she stalked him between 2010 and October of 2021, claiming that she threatened him in 2010 and called police and falsely accused him of SA. And she also claims that he was making the same comments on Undisputed. He claims that he has been accused of this type of behavior for a while from multiple different people, allegedly. And then it got even crazier, because today articles were dropping about Shannon Sharpe allegedly choking an employee during his time as co-host on Undisputed. Two sources came forward today talking about an incident that has allegedly never been talked about before, telling Front Office Sports that Shannon Sharpe allegedly choked a female production assistant in the workplace. One of those sources alleged that Shannon Sharpe and Fox settled with the accuser for $700,000. Now, a rep for Shannon Sharpe is denying it, saying that there was no incident of choking involving Shannon on the set. On one occasion, him and a few colleagues were involved in some light physical interaction in a playful context. But Fox Sports refused to comment on the situation. At this point, just when Shannon probably thought it was bad enough, it's looking like it's getting a lot worse. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Stress cited in the suit are allegations that Sharpe recorded intimate acts without her consent and even shared them with others, which is a serious breach of privacy and legality if proven true. She said that she had discovered that Sharpe had been secretly recording their encounters without her consent, and when she confronted him, he summarily dismissed her concerns, claiming that the videos were for his own personal use. That too was apparently a lie, because on multiple occasions he shared the recordings with his friends and associates. At one point, he allegedly even forced plaintiff to hook up with him while FaceTiming one of his childhood friends named Bucket. Well, the two nevertheless continued the relationship, even following a move by both to Nevada during the summer of 2024. But Jane Doe states in her suit that she attempted to break things off after his infamous Instagram live streaming incident, which allegedly led Sharpe to SA her. Y'all remember when he went live during the intimate session? Then his page posted a story shortly after claiming his account was hacked, but then Sharpe himself later said that there was no hack, claiming he just threw his phone on his bed before getting busy with an unidentified woman, and as luck would have it, all the right buttons were pressed to go live. The plaintiff said that after the Instagram live incident, she felt humiliated because she had thought they were in an exclusive relationship. Apparently, she attempted to pull away from Sharpe and stopped answering his phone calls. Then she says he confronted her at the gym and threatened.
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do what you did to me.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound good.
So, again,
When you and I...
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
What you tried to say? What you tried to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at your...
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Bo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs, okay? Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal. Make good cakes. Make some smothered turkey wings. Who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay? And gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I give you want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know old gals should be good to you. These young gals will bite you.
Stupid ass Uncle Shannon, y'all. Stupid ass Uncle Shay Shay, y'all. What we gonna do with Uncle Shay Shay? I know black women. I know. This ain't our business, right? Y'all say that's what y'all said. Well, it's my goddamn business because you bitches asked me to do a celebrity reading, right? You hoes ain't gonna dictate what the fuck I'ma say, okay? What I am gonna say is, I hope that Shannon learns his lesson from this. I hope that Shannon is more selective in the women that he dates in the future. And I honestly wish Shannon the best. In my opinion, he behaves like a person. And where I say marriage or relationship, I want y'all to insert football. He behaves as a person who has been in a relationship for a very, very long time. And either they broke up with their person, or their person may have died, or shit just didn't work out. Now they old and back out here trying to modulate in this dating world. Now, while I'm not trying to make excuses for Shannon, I'm just calling it as I see it, y'all, okay? Y'all act like Shannon ain't no big country corn-fed ass nigga. Y'all know, and no disrespect to you if you're from the South, but some of y'all some dumb, slow ass motherfuckers. Shannon a big, slow ass country motherfucker. He done got slicked by a city slicker, okay? Not excusing what he got going on, okay? But I just want y'all to know, at the heart of things, they played Shannon, okay? Y'all remember what I told y'all about buck breaking and about how they would be in a previous video. I'm gonna see if I can put this in and put that in here, a clip from where I said it. But remember, in one of my videos, I did it probably a couple months ago. It's literally probably been 2 months, maybe 3 months ago, where I was addressing what was to occur The reading where I told y'all about all of these man-made disasters, and there were airplane crashes and shit spoken of in that reading. I told y'all all this shit was gonna go on, but you called me Miss Cleo and thought I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, and thought I was talking about out of my beautiful asshole, but I wasn't. I'm telling y'all exactly what spirit be telling me. Anyway, remember in that reading I told y'all that black men, they were going to be coming for y'all money, and they were going to be throwing bitches in front of y'all, okay? To get some of y'all. The rest of y'all, when I told y'all that they were surveilling the neighborhoods and all of you niggas that's dragging out here in the streets and you still on drill, they was watching y'all so they could separate you from your family. Anyway, I'm going to put the video at the end, okay? Go back and watch what I told y'all about what they were planning for black men. So what's going on with Shannon right now, okay? What's going on with him right now? They've been using honeypots for so long, though. I can't believe Shannon did not, he didn't recognize what that was. But what it was Shannon was getting a whole lot of what he had not been getting in the first place. Honestly, Shannon wasn't out there like that, okay? He might have been wilding out when he was young, and I don't even think he did that much wilding when he was young, because he would have been able to see this type of bitch coming at him, okay? That little 19-year-old white girl ain't innocent, and I hope y'all know that, okay? Yeah, his fault for gravitating towards them bitches. But y'all, if we throw everybody the fuck away, we ain't gonna have nobody left. And for y'all be like, it's some good people, them good ones ain't speaking up, are they? Them alleged good people staying silent, therefore they're complicit. Anyway, yeah, I want y'all to see my titties. They look good. No, I actually want y'all to see the jewelry. But you can look at my titties if you like. No bitches, though. Anyway, yeah, they put this white women because Shannon had such an obsession with white women. They were able to trick him, honey. They put a honeypot up in front of him. Easy pickings. See, when they identify what your weakness is, black men, they're going to use it against you completely. They do it to black women, but right at this moment, I'm addressing black men because there's a shakedown going on surrounding y'all, okay? And us good sisters want to see you prevail, regardless to whoever in the fuck you date, whoever you love, whatever the fuck. We would prefer you to date one of us, but you might mistreat us. So please stay over there mistreating them others. Stay over there with your preference. However, that does not mean that I won't speak on what's going on. Am I going to try to help you niggas? Hell no. I'm just talking because the camera needs me to talk and elaborate. I do, however, know that Shannon is the type of man who might not have been getting that much action, y'all. I know that he was fucking Eddie Murphy's ex at one point and whatever, but if he was outside like that, there's no way that girl could have got him, okay? And again, he's not innocent. He's old enough to know better. But I want to show y'all another side of it, okay? This is like tricking a retarded person, if you will. And again, no excuses for him. He should have known better, but he didn't. Now, because of his ignorance, he's about to find out, okay? Y'all know what they're going to do, but we're going to get to that at the end because I'm going to drag this one a little bit. No, I ain't. Because I'm tired of y'all already. Anyway, I know somebody ass going to be in the comments mad about that. Bitch, come fight me. Anyway, Shannon ain't used to it. His pussy rate went up so high when he motherfucking got that YouTube channel. He didn't know what to do. He was getting so much white pussy thrown at him. He didn't know what the hell was going on. So he continued to go forward. And he wasn't thinking, y'all. He was being lazy, became comfortable, felt like he was kinging, okay? He done made a lot of money off his podcast. He's giving up these interviews that other people ain't giving, you know. He become the king of coins. His money didn't increase. And I ain't saying he wasn't getting no motherfucking money in the NFL. I'm not saying that, but I don't know enough about the NFL to be speaking on it. But, however, pussy rate went up. He decided to go up. He been out here tricking and paying these bitches money. He thinks white women are so beautiful. You know, let me go into it. Let me go into it because I don't want to get the wrong cards up. But he out here tricking and not falling in love, because there was nothing in love about situations at all. This was nothing but lust happening, okay? He out here obsessing over these motherfucking white women, tricking on them, giving them all his time and energy. Got motherfucking white bitches. The white bitch said, shoot the baby gravy in her. Nasty ass slut. Give me a big black baby and shoot the baby gravy in me. Out here promising these bitches that he gonna motherfucking apparently start families with them, you know. Being a fool. Making statements over the phone, saying shit like he won't get caught. What did I just say about you old niggas? Running y'all mouth on these phones and then got caught up. And this bitch saw her an opportunity to take advantage of a big dumbass. And that's what he is, a big dumbass, okay? She knew the situation was going to potentially embarrass her, but you know what? She made it worse for Shannon when she released them tapes, or when Busby released them tapes. We're going to talk about that white bastard next. Not in this video, but another one. But she saw her opportunity to strike. Allegedly now there's discord between her and Shannon because Shannon wouldn't give her $50,000 for her long flat ass. That gal ain't got no big ass, and you niggas that's in that corner in the comments talking about her ass is big, you a pedophile first of all, because teen is still behind this bitch's name, okay? Oh no, the bitch is 22 now. Excuse me. Either way, the bitch booty don't look good. That's what caused you niggas to lose it. Well, that's what caused Shannon to lose it. See, he was kinging at first, but things changed quickly, okay? I don't know who he might have not necessarily crossed up. Well, he didn't cross anybody up. Somebody was jealous, sitting behind him looking for a reason or a way to tear him apart, okay? Somebody that was either in his circle close to him, knew something about him. They were able to infiltrate his business or whatever he was doing behind the scenes, and they was able to get him because Shannon don't know no damn better, okay? I'm not making excuses for the nigga, but let's not act like he's not a fool for these fucking white women. These white women who really don't like this big ugly ass, but they know that he's a trick, and they know that they can get some money up out of him, and they know that, oh, this is the newest buck that we need to break. See, I told y'all too that this is nothing but modern day buck breaking that's going on when they attack black men who have money, such as a Shannon Sharpe. Not a big U, but such as a Shannon Sharpe and Sean Diddy Combs, okay? Not that either of them are innocent, but what I am saying is there's a sneaky person behind the closed doors that's orchestrating all of this, okay? Will they find it out? Nah, because they want to see Shannon fight for his position. They want to see him fight to prove that he's on top. There are a lot of people that want to see him broke, okay? A lot of people that feel like he did not deserve to get that $100 million contract. And shit, they might be stood the way of it, y'all. For the very least, I will say that sometimes the hangman card does mean maybe. It means not right now. It means that there's a delay. So that bag that Shannon was going to get, they're definitely standing in the way of it if they have not stopped it, okay? The cards don't say that it was stopped, but there's going to be a delay in it. But he still may come out okay, because again, they're going to find a bunch of inconsistencies in the shit that's being said, and they're going to find out this is an extortion attempt. However, Shannon, you need to do better, okay? You won't get another opportunity. The next time you're accused, it's a wrap. There will be no more opportunities to come back. There will be no more people defending you, okay? There will be no more people to have your back. What will happen is, Shannon, you will have lost your opportunity, and you will end up the way that he was fighting not to be poor. He didn't want to be poor no more. If you're not careful, Shannon, your blessings are about to stop, okay? He better be ready to fight, because they gonna try to cook this shit up real good against this man. And again, I understand, yes, it looks odd as fuck for him to be fucking. Not odd, that makes it sound cute. It's sick as shit that he was fucking with a 19-year-old. However, y'all, That white girl ain't telling the damn truth, okay? And now Shannon is going to have to defend himself against a slew of whores, okay? Here come all of the hoes that he done bought pussy from, that he's going to have to defend what their relationship was or what was going on in their situations, okay? And in the end, all of them will get paid, because here's Shannon with the 5 of swords with his team. Let's reach a solution. I hate that. But then again, a bought lesson is better than a taught lesson, ain't it? You just bought yourself a fucking $1 million ass or $2 million or whatever the fuck it is. However much he gonna have to pay out. He gonna have to pay this bitch out. Because they gonna reach a solution, okay? Remember, the 5 of swords is all in an upright stance, is them reaching a solution. Had it come to a reverse, then that means that it's no solution and he's willing to fight it. Shannon don't want to fight this because a lot of what the girl was saying might be true, y'all, okay? Some of the shit might be true, but fuck her. I don't give a fuck what she talking about. This is a cash grab for her, okay? Her mama, and I say it's her mama, and Tony Busby done got together, and whomever else this mysterious Dr. Claw person is that is behind the scenes that helped orchestrate this takedown of Shannon. See, it's been being planned for a while. This didn't just happen. During the duration of him fucking with that white girl, they've been planning this, okay? This has been a plan from the get-go. Whoever it is that's helping that white girl, this is strategic. Again, this is buck breaking. They knew what to do to take Shannon down. Shannon better tighten the fuck up, man. Okay? He needs to tighten the fuck up. Now again, this may not go no goddamn where, but he's not gonna be able to escape them gossips, okay? Where that he may win, he done fucked himself in some kind of way, okay? Maybe that pristine look that people
Feel the sacred glow in the realm of the real. Let a power flow.